Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Rays United, and I'm back, people. I'm back. So today is the day, and obviously, it's going to be great. It's been a while I've seen you guys, and I thought, you know what? Since I have this under my sleeve and I have this somewhere hidden in the docket, if I should call it that, yeah, it be released on a day like today. So today or tonight or whatever time it is where you're at, we are going to hear the Pi Core team clearly tell us some things, and you're going to hear it. So don't worry about that. It is going to be great. It's going to be in two parts. So you're watching the part one because it's quite long. So I had to divide it into two. So you'll be hearing Nicholas or Dr. Nicholas Kokalis and at times Dr. Chenjao Fan also pitching in into some of the questions that were asked at the Q&A. Now, listen, it's going to be quite insightful. It's going to be something that you may not hear anywhere else. So just pay attention. Like I said, it's going to be in two parts. So I'm going to go straight to the point. I'm not going to hide from anything. When I come back, it's on. All right, I'm back. This is Ray from Rays United. Smash the like button where you're at. Smash the subscriber button, of course. Become a member if you want to, because this is going to be something that you are going to hear what the PyCore team have said based on some questions that were thrown at them by certain concerned pioneers. Because I don't want to give the source as to where this whole interview or Q&A is coming from. So you will not hear it anywhere else other than on Rays United. So let's do this. So obviously, yeah, it's going to be in two parts because so many different areas were covered and so many questions were asked. But I've had to divide it into two parts. And the reason why this is going to be into two is because you might fall asleep because when it's too long, you might fall asleep. And so if I make it shorter, you can watch part one and then watch part two. So listen, we're going to go straight to the point. Let me just make my questions ready and let me just get everything set. Okay, everything is set. Yes. Okay. So guys, please pay attention. Smash the like button where you're at. Smash the subscribe button and let's begin. So the first question that Nicholas Okalis was asked is there a validator reward pool as mentioned in the past AMM? If so, what is its address and when will validation rewards be calculated? How will it be calculated? And this is the response that Nicholas gave.
Okay. So each pioneer pays 1 pi to get KYC. You guys know that. Now, the way that this works is that when the migration daemon, there's a process that is running periodically to migrate people. It's not migrating that 1 pi. So it's migrating 1 pi less for people. So it's not that it is migrating Pioneer's Pi into one wallet, the Pioneer wallet, and that 1 pi into a new wallet. So it is keeping it in the mining rewards allocation supply, let's say. Now, having said this is easy to accurately record and easy to retrieve, meaning that even though it is there, we do know how much pioneers have paid so far for their KYC. It is essentially simply the amount of people that have migrated. So right now we've migrated more than, I think, roughly 12 million pioneers. So the pool of that needs to be distributed to validators is roughly over 12 million pi. And that's where it is. That's what the pool of pi, the accurate way to compute it. Now, note that we are constantly aiming to decrease the ratio of amount of manual work the validators need to do, for example, per KYC, over the automated work, which can help increase the amount of PI per validation. And keep in mind that there is several people in the queue for the first migration. So it will only be more fair for existing validators who validated before if we include those people into the pool of PI that needs to be distributed to validators. So even though we would have wanted to be faster at delivering the initial validation rewards, and there have been a few delays, especially due to critical priorities such as rolling out a two-factor authentication feature, migrations, open network, all those things. So we would have wanted to start delivering validation rewards as soon as possible, but we have been a little not as fast as we would have wanted to. However, I want to say that overall this is hopefully contributing to a greater fairness as to those two reasons that I mentioned.
Guys, listen. I'll continue with it, but because of copyright, I have to speak a bit on top of it before I continue. Now, somebody is asking, is this real? What do you think it is? Do you still not believe Raise United? Come on. Let's continue. Smash the like button, okay? Smash the subscribe button, of course. Become a member, and let's continue.
The more time passes, the ratio of manual versus automated work decreases. So the manual work is going to be able to get more PI on average. And then the second one is that more people are going to be migrated, and some of these people include people for which the validations may already have happened. So it is contributing in that respect. Now, in terms of how rewards are calculated, there's multiple factors, but the two main factors is the number of validations that someone has completed and the accuracy of validations, as the interface also notes. Next question. This one is about minors, so people under 18 years old. Will they be eligible for KYC? What can they do in the meantime? So we would have, okay. So each pioneer pays 1 PI to get KYC. You guys know that. Now, the way that this works is that when the migration daemon, there's a process that is running periodically to.
So, guys, in case you're wondering, this was another question that was asked, which is when will minors under 18 be eligible for KYC? What can they do in the meantime? That was the next question. So let's continue.
Periodically to migrate people. It's not migrating that 1 PI. So it's migrating 1 PI less for people. So it's not that it is migrating Pioneer's PI into one wallet, the Pioneer wallet, and that 1 PI into a new wallet. So it is keeping it in the mining rewards allocation supply, let's say. Now, having said this is easy to accurately record and easy to retrieve, meaning that even though it is there, we do know how much pioneers have paid so far for their KYC. It is essentially simply the amount of people that have migrated. So right now we've migrated more than, I think, roughly 12 million pioneers. So the pool that needs to be distributed to validators is roughly over 12 million PI. And that's where it is. That's what the pool of PI, the accurate way to compute it. Now, note that we are constantly aiming to decrease the ratio of amount of manual work the validators need to do, for example, per KYC, over the automated work, which can help increase the amount of pie per validation. And keep in mind that there is several people in the queue for the first migration. So it will only be fair, more fair for existing validators who validated before if we include those people in those people into the pool of pie that needs to be distributed to validators. So even though we would have wanted to be faster at delivering the initial validation rewards, and there have been a few delays, especially due to critical priorities such as rolling out a two-factor authentication feature, migrations, open network, all those things. So we would have wanted to start delivering validation rewards as soon as possible, but we have been a little not as fast as we would have wanted to. However, I want to say that overall this is hopefully contributing to a greater fairness as to those two features, two reasons that I mentioned. That one, that the more time passes, the ratio of manual versus automated work decreases. So the manual work is going to be able to get more pie on average. And then the second one is that more people are going to be migrated, and some of these people include people for which the validations may already have happened. So it is contributing in that respect. Now, in terms of how rewards are calculated, there's multiple factors, but the two main factors is the number of validations that someone has completed and the accuracy of validations, as the interface also notes. Next question. This one is about minors. So.
Right. So obviously the other question, I'm supposed to put it in right now, so it's gonna happen. It's about minors meaning under 18. So when will minors under 18 be eligible for KYC? What can they do in the meantime? And this was the response.
So we would have wanted to be able to migrate younger than 18 years old people with parental approval or other things. But it turns out that around the world, there is a lot of different regulations and different attitude from different in different countries. So there's essentially evolving regulations around both cryptocurrency and identity verification for minors. Some countries are allowing parental with parental approval to do this. Other countries don't want you to do this. Don't even want minors to have any option for this kind of stuff. So, as it turns out that it is highly complicated matter to solve compliantly all around the world, the solution we're currently following is this. When people visit the KYC app, the first thing that they are asked to is to essentially declare their date of birth, or basically how old they are. And if the system finds that they are younger than 18 years old, then their migration timer is paused, meaning that they are not going to lose the pie that they mined. And there is a UI element that says, please wait, come back when you are 18 and migrate then. So essentially they have this extended grace period, which is extends essentially beyond the 6 months. Now, the grace period and the timer resumes when they become 18. So they still have to complete their KYC within 6 months, I think 3 months, and then 3 months for the migration. Essentially, they have to complete everything within 6 months after they turn 18. So people, just because the timer, they were younger than 18 and the timer got paused, doesn't mean that they should just don't worry about it and come back after 20 years. Still, they need to be vigilant. They need to come back when they turn 18, and they have 6 months to complete the process. Still, this 6 month period going forward, it will be like a standard practice for the system. So new pioneers, old pioneers, everyone has 6 months to complete their KYC and migration processes. It's in other systems. You potentially need to KYC the day one before you can access anything. So in some systems, you don't even need to KYC. But in relevant systems, I'm talking about things that are comparable to Pi. So in cases where you need to KYC, alternatively, in other places, you may have to KYC on day one. Now, on Pi, we've designed it so that it is a little more lenient and lets people mine Pi for up to 6 months before they can. But at the same time, it's necessary at some point to happen. So the same thing. This is for miners. So that's the solution we currently have. If over time there is a better way, or compliance team is able to find a better solution, then we can do it. In the meantime, this is the path forward.
Right. So that was that for that. Sorry about the repetition, because the software, I think it doesn't stop it. It just repeats the whole thing. So sorry about that. Really apologize for that. Now, the third question that was thrown at them is, will verification be available for pioneers in Russia, Belarus, etc.? What should users do if they didn't stop the timer during KYC country selection? So this was the response.
Well, overall, in terms of this is about sanctions compliance. In terms of legal compliance, we don't make the rules; we follow them, and these rules are public and evolving. As they change, we will also adapt and change. Network's vision is to build an inclusive peer-to-peer ecosystem powered by Pi cryptocurrency. Consistent with this inclusivity, we aim to support as many pioneers as possible, while at the same time in full compliance with applicable laws and the regulations across different regions. As Nicholas mentioned, the miners, the KYC itself is for compliance, so are for the sanctions regulations. Verification and access to features are currently limited in certain regions due to regulatory restrictions. For pioneers in Russia and Belarus, KYC availability depends on the evolving legal requirements. We continue to monitor those situations and sanction change to offer more services as soon as it is legally actually permissible. If people are dual citizens or permanent resident of another country, in addition to their sanctioned ones, they may proceed to KYC with their eligible citizenship or residency elsewhere that are permissible, provided, however, they will not be able to complete the KYC while they are located in the sanctioned country. If they are currently in the sanctioned country, they might need to wait until they move out of that region. I see. Pi remains committed to building a fair, accessible ecosystem, but compliance still essential to maintaining the integrity and legality of the.
Yeah, so that was that for that. Now, obviously, they did answer a lot of questions, and to be honest, I personally can't play everything. I have had to segment everything, convert the video to audio, and then of course compress it as well, and then segment it into separate portions. So it's not been easy. That's why I haven't been able to release it, because I've had it for more than a week, and I thought, you know what, I have to try and segment it properly so certain information wouldn't see the light of day, because there are certain things there that could stir up things. So I thought, you know what, maybe I had to omit them and ensure that the anonymity of certain informations and people are maintained. Do you know what I mean? And I believe that's my responsibility. Now, the next question is this one. So the next question, what they were asked: why aren't multi accounts or cheaters or users being blocked even after mods reported them with evidence? And this was the response.
And our experience at Pi has shown that in cases like this, it is actually a better strategy to silently block people on the back end. So we meaning that someone may actually have been already flagged and they are still mining with fake accounts, and they still maybe laughing that no one caught them, but it's been found that it's better to do it this way. So what this means is that we even saw before that when we were maybe mass blocking accounts or doing these kinds of taking these kinds of visible actions. So the same people will simply come back, improving their strategies. So if we block them because of A, they will come back fixing A and doing something else B. So it wasn't really helpful to block them. So we decided to silently flag cheaters while at the same time aiming not to migrate any such accounts. Also, this strategy is useful to prevent false positives, because sometimes we may make a mistake, accidentally mark someone as they shouldn't be migrated, and we can change, we can update the algorithm to include them in the future to avoid accidentally not migrating legitimate pioneers unfairly. So having said this, my point is that your reports are useful, and they are taking into consideration, and
yeah. So this was a response that I thought was interesting, obviously, but hey, judge it for yourself. Now the next question was or is: if the one person who has two accounts, one account already got accepted in KYC and another account apply for the KYC and completes the liveness check, will the system detect they are duplicate accounts, or does it only validate the living person?
Very good question, and this is actually the difference between the Pi KYC and the majority of all other KYC solutions out there. Generally, KYC solutions don't really care about duplicate accounts. They only care if this account is such. I think we have someone, maybe Victor Button, if you don't mind muting, because it comes really loud over here, or someone help mute the account. Thank you. So the benefit of the difference I was saying, not benefit, the difference I was saying between PyKYC and other KYC solutions is that we are actually checking for duplicates based on liveness data and other data in the KYC app. So we have both extensive amount of AI and written in-house and algorithms that we have for detecting this. That is using both the signals from the KYC data themselves, but the whole also system activity of a user, but also taking into consideration validators and other inputs that we get. And in some cases, we may even ask a validator to answer, are these two the same? And in some cases, it's trying to show that the two represent pictures taken from the same person in the same account, but in some cases it's pictures taken from two different accounts of potentially the same person. So a validator may in some cases come back and give the final signal that this may be happening. So the answer is yes. We are doing our best to detect duplicates across the network, not just with various signals, but also with the various KYC, liveness, and other types of facilities we have. It's been an extensive project that this team is doing. And this is the kind of thing that has never happened successfully before. We're not aware of this happening successfully before on the internet or on any other crypto project. There are other projects who tried to have these things and then they gave up because there was too much duplications per person.
Yeah, so obviously that was the response for that question, duplicate accounts and all of that. Now, before we go to the next question, I just want you to know this particular part one is, it has two subjects. So it's migration and, validation, migration, and KYC, of course. But the next bit, which will be in the part two, will have to do with open network and dApps and global adoption and exchanges. So part two is going to be extremely interesting. Things about Nicholas and Chen Zhao. Listen, the part two will be extremely interesting. So you will hear a lot, but this is the precursor to what's going to happen. So I just wanted you to know that this is the scoop that I have exclusively on Raise United. If you hear it anywhere else, it's a copycat. Anyway, the next question will be this one. So they spoke about Yoti. So this one, the question that was asked was, what support is available for users who haven't received any updates about Pilot KYC or Yoti KYC? So if you're new to Pi, those of us who joined Pi at the beginning or close to after the beginning, we got KYC'd via Yoti at first, and then there was the Pilot KYC. So that's what happened. So obviously this question is in relation to that. So let's do this. Let's continue.
Yep. Hear you. So we have been processing Yoti KYC and Pilot KYC. Most of these users should receive a resubmit option, if not all. So let us know if some they don't. However, there's always edge cases, and the more actually sometimes someone is with.
Guys, please don't forget to smash the like button, please. Very important. If you like the show, smash the like button.
System, the more likely it is that the more opportunities they have for potentially fall in an edge case. That doesn't mean that the majority are falling under the case. It means that a small minority is falling under edge cases. Nevertheless, it is possible that there's still some glitches. So feel free to report and tell pioneers if they come to the chats and let you know that they were stuck in Pilot and Yoti KYC, and please tell them to report to you, and please report to Sherry. And then actually Sherry has been doing a tireless job of bringing those up to the KYC team. And the KYC team is checking each one with an eye not only for the specific case, but primarily because they can't change the code for one username, but primarily for changing for everyone. So improving, extrapolating of what happened to this specific pioneer, why are they stuck there? and programmatically improve it for more people. And that's, of course, if that case is found to be a genuine pioneer, or not someone who's trying to bypass the system.
Yep. So that was that for this one. Tomorrow is going to be extremely long. So not extremely long, but way longer than this, probably 15 minutes longer than this. So I just wanted to give you a precursor of what is happening, so you would know that yes, the PyCore team actually held a Q&A. And I got the scoop for that, and I thought, you know what, you guys should know. So listen, smash the like button where you're at, smash the subscribe button. I've just finished watching football. I'm a bit emotional. You can see Man United, we won. So take care of yourselves, people, and come back tomorrow for more. Name is Ray, channel is Race United. What is peace and all. Race United.